the ENERGATE project is an EU-funded project, co-funded by the LIFE program of the European Commission. Now we're running the last 2 months of the project, so it started in 2023. And the main, let's say, aim of this project is to close the communication gap that exists among the different kind of stakeholders that are involved in the value chain of energy efficiency financing in buildings. The major outcome of this project is the energy efficiency aggregation platform that we have developed. So the ENERGATE platform is an ICT-enabled tool that is online, and this is, as I said, the major result of our project. So what is the platform? The platform is the tool where all the involved stakeholders can create an account and they can find collaborators. So I'm a building owner and I want to find someone to implement the project, or I want to find the financier that will invest in my project. I go to the platform, insert in a standardized manner all the building data, and then I'm waiting for the offers or for collaborators. On the other hand, the implementers can either insert the buildings that they manage, or they can send offers to the building owners to be matched and then continue with the execution of the project. Or I am a financier and I want to finance attractive projects. I go to the platform, I predefine my criteria and I select the best according to my criteria project. So we have achieved until now important things. So the one is that we have a great pool of buildings in the platform, almost 300 buildings that want to be financed and renovated. We have pilot cases, of course, that are implemented through our pilot partners. We have 6 pilot countries: Greece, Italy, Latvia, France, Austria and Spain. And we have managed to have project phases which is already matched buildings with either implementers or financiers, and the total capex of those projects is 3 million. But through the projects that are registered in the platform, we have managed to trigger more than 100 million investments, and this is a very huge number and we're very proud of this. What we do now is to examine different kind of sustainability scenarios, because the platform will still remain live after the end of the project. So we're now in the process of defining the right business model for keeping it live, because we have users and we want them to be satisfied with this outcome. And of course, we're inviting more users to come.
The ENERGATE marketplace works through a 4-stage process. So firstly, we have the 0 stage, where the users register in the platform and provide some very basic information about their company in order to set up their accounts. Then we move on to the fetch stage. This is where we gather the data. We require very simple data from the building owners and public bodies in order to create a building profile which will help implementers understand if they want to work with this project, if they want to help the building owner or the public body to reach their sustainability goals and to proceed with the energy renovation. Then we have the process stage, where the project becomes mature in order for a financier to be able to invest in it. So the platform helps the implementer to define the KPIs, the financial information that are important for the financiers, and to aggregate the projects in order to create more attractive, financeable investment packages. And finally, we have the matchmaking between the financier and the project. And on the last stage, which is the deliver stage, we are monitoring the results of the project through various dashboards that monitor the energy consumption, provide forecasts, comfort levels and information about other non-energy benefits that are related to the renovation.
The goal of ENERGATE is to leverage different technologies and innovative tools in order to facilitate the financing of energy efficiency projects. To do that, we have a set of different tools. First of all, we have an ML suite of different models that we use to accelerate the whole pipeline of energy efficiency financing. And these models are applied throughout different stages of the financing process, such as the renovation design phase, the financing phase, but also the post-renovation monitoring and evaluation phase. Besides that, since we know that our stakeholders value trust and transparency very much, especially the financing side, we also have a set of data-driven approaches, such as calculations, algorithms for benchmarking, for aggregation and matchmaking, so that we can ensure that the data inserted in ENERGATE is verified and can actually be provided to different actors that can collaborate together. And a very important aspect of the platform is also that all of these tools and different approaches and methodologies that we have developed have been actually verified and fine-tuned through different stakeholder loops and consultations, so that we know that these processes actually solve problems that exist in the real world, and that the platform is ready to be provided to the market.
I'm very happy with what happened today, because we understood from each panelist that the tools are there, everything is ready. What we need now is an overarching platform to communicate, create the trust, have reliability and confidence on data, because we need to stop thinking that we need to have a collection of data lakes that we don't know what to do with, which costs money, and we have to shift to collecting the data that we need and that is needed for the different users, asset managers, investors, banks, in order to produce the data that are needed, transfer, and we can aggregate this information and translate it into the valuation process. So this is where we are now. It's clear that we have the tools and everybody is ready to go faster and to create the platform, and ENERGATE is one of the possible platforms to be developed to create this trust between the different stakeholders and massify the renovation and the access to finance.
What is clear is within these capital structures mismatch that we have these days that are not facilitating the energy conversion on buildings or energy transition. And within these large co-investment funds and institutional funds who are suffering the risk of potential obsolescence in their properties, we need new capital structures that are more aligned to the real pipeline that we can offer to them. And within this goes the fact of having energy as a service platforms and aggregating technology that is capable of facilitating the conversion, the capex investment on the properties focused on energy efficiency measures, within also a source of capital and source of debt that is long-term driven, more thinking on the potential energy savings, decarbonization, reduction on the carbon footprint, operational carbon footprint, that could facilitate at the end and within a big scale the energy transition of the building stock across Europe.
Well, as of today, we have got a deal. As the EU wanted us to make a continuation to the project, we have formed a little consortium of willing partners who are going to be taking the ENERGATE platform as of 1st of January private. We will open our own wallets and we will be speaking to other investors to move this thing into a commercial sphere where we will bring new distribution channels, where we bring data together and OEMs that they can present their product to the real estate sector. As such, growing the speed of the energy transition, giving something to finance for investors, actually fulfilling now what ENERGATE set off to do 3 years ago. But with the changes of AI and everything, new opportunities have risen, and we will be taking advantage of these.